Okay, Paul. Thank you.
Wow.
Has to beat me every week, every month. All right, folks, the November 2nd, 2023 zoning board of appeals meeting is called to order. We are reverbing. This must be me, right? Okay, am I still reverbing? Yep. Speak softer. There's not too many people here. We could probably. Roll call. Let it be shown that the entire board is here this evening. So we're happy to see everybody. Great to see everyone. First order of business is the approval of the October minutes. Those who are in attendance, have a chance to look at it, make any edits, or do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the October 5, 2023 minutes.
All right, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor of approving October 5th minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Excellent. Organizational and procedural items. We do have one. Excellent.
So to give you all an update on the text amendment related to the stream buffers, it did pass. So that means that fences in stream buffers no longer require a variance. We've already processed a permit for one, which is really exciting.
Right.
But fences in the floodway or floodplain will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. So those may come before you all in the future, but just your standard fence and stream buffer won't require variance anymore.
Excellent. Thank you.
Oh yeah, it saves people like $700 in 3 months.
Yeah.
For just the application fee,
Application.
not putting together the stuff in 3 months. So
And will dramatically decrease our caseload.
yeah, so everyone is very excited,
Great update.
including us.
Well done. Thank you. There are no there's no unfinished business to my knowledge, so we'll proceed to the new business, which is ZBA case 23-17. Chris Moffat, on behalf of the homeowner at 4459 Village Springs Run, requests a variance from chapter 16, section 78 to allow a fireplace to encroach into the 75-foot stream buffer. But then preamble. Look at Ryan, keep me honest here. Leg was going to shoot right into it too. Fortunately, nobody's here. So before we proceed with the first case, we are going to go with the Board of Appeals Chairman's preamble, which states that the Zoning Board of Appeals is charged with the responsibility of granting variances to ordinance requirements after determining whether there exists an undue hardship upon an applicant. In determining whether or not to grant a variance, the board shall apply the criteria specified in the city code of ordinances to the facts of each case. The Zoning Board of Appeals does not create zoning, nor can it change zoning, and matters brought before the Zoning Board of Appeals are to be concerned only with variances from requirements of the zoning ordinance, sign ordinance, and development and environmental ordinances. And the board has no authority to grant variances for use, density, or height. Further, the board hears cases requesting an appeal to a staff interpretation or decision on these same ordinances. Final decisions of the Zoning Board of Appeals may be appealed by petitioning the Superior Court of DeKalb County within 30 days after the decision here is rendered. Now with that, because my board's always on top of it, keeping me honest, we shall proceed to that case ZBA 23-17.
Awesome, thank you. So they are requesting a variance from chapter 16, section 78 to allow a fireplace to encroach into the 75-foot stream buffer. So these are the existing conditions. The backyard is shown in the photo on the left. The survey is shown on the right, and that area highlighted in blue is the stream buffer. So there is also a 20-foot sanitary sewer easement located in the middle of the backyard. You can see that in the survey to the right. As part of a project to build a screen porch over an existing patio, the applicant proposes to encroach into the 75-foot city stream buffer to install footings for a fireplace. So you can see that project to the left in the photo. So it's just been finished. So that screen porch, covered porch project did not require a variance. It's just that the footings are going to extend beyond the existing concrete that's shown right there. As the back patio is already paved, the porch does not increase the encroachment into the stream buffer and therefore did not require a variance. You can see where the fireplace is going to go, outlined in red on the site plan to the right. The proposed project will add 60 square feet of impervious surface in the stream buffer, and it will not encroach into the sanitary sewer easement, so no concerns there. So the 75-foot stream buffer covers approximately 8,000 square feet of the 13,000 square foot property. Increasing the impervious surface within the stream buffer by 60 square feet will be a minimally intrusive improvement, impacting only 0.75% of the stream buffer. The project will only require minimal disturbance to install the footings, hand tools only, and construction would not significantly impact the stream bank, natural habitat, or water quality. It would be really difficult for the homeowner to make any improvements to the rear of the house. The rear of the house is entirely within the buffer, and the buffer encompasses almost 2/3 of the lot generally. The location of the fireplace footings is a result of ADA modifications that are necessary for the homeowner, so that's the reason for the placement. And the fireplace is part of the porch project, which is a standard improvement for most homeowners. And this proposal seeks to expand only slightly beyond what currently exists. Many of the other homes in the Village Springs subdivision have rear porches. Thus, staff finds that there would be no special privileges granted and finds that the project does not go beyond the minimum necessary to afford relief. Staff finds that denial of the variance would cause an undue hardship by preventing the homeowner reasonable use of their property. Overall, the requested variance would be consistent with the spirit and purpose of this zoning ordinance and the comprehensive plan. For those reasons, we're recommending approval of the request subject to these conditions. There's the standard one conditioning them to the site plan, requesting that they install the fireplace with hand tools only. We've cleared that with the contractor and they're able to do that work that way. And then construction needs to happen within 2 years of the granting of the variance. And I'm available for any questions.
Thank you. Board, any questions on staff's interpretation? All right, we can proceed with the applicant. If the applicant is here and wants to speak on behalf of the variance, please proceed to the podium and state your name and address, please.
Good evening, y'all. My name is Chris Moffett. I'm here on behalf of the homeowner. She's wheelchair confined and could not be here. We're asking this relief because she cannot use any of the backyard due to the topography. She's confined to the wheelchair. The patio project is her only exposure to the exterior of the house. We are putting the fireplace there because she wants to use this room year round. And we're just basically asking that you allow us to construct this with, as Allegra has said, with minimal intrusion into the stream buffer.
Okay. All right, great, thank you.
All right.
Anyone in opposition of this variance? Doesn't appear to be so. Yeah, board, any questions of the applicant or the staff?
No, after they close, maybe one.
You have one?
I said after you close, maybe one.
Okay. Well, we'll close then with and then have board comment for a minute. No, now you have a comment?
Yeah, I mean, well, you're not the homeowner, but for the contractor, right?
Yeah.
So it's only the footings actually that they're gonna be in the stream buffer, right?
No, actually, the fireplace itself, part of the fireplace, half of it is on the slab that's existing, and then the other half is on the stream buffer. The reason we had to encroach was based on her wheelchair circumferences to make ADA compliance with her furniture that's existing on the patio. This was necessary to just extend a little bit out that way.
It's like 3 feet, right?
Yes,
Right,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't change what I think, but at least I understand it now more. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And staff, the decision, the lack of a variance for the screen porch, when would it require a variance? If it was enclosed entirely?
So if they were adding new impervious surface to the stream buffer, since all of the work for that is being done over existing concrete,
Mhm.
there's no new impervious added for that. So
Okay.
that's the threshold for
Right,
stream buffer
right.
variances.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Board,
I move to approve the request for a variance from chapter 16, section 78 to allow a fireplace to encroach into the 75-foot stream buffer with the following conditions. Number one, it must be in substantial compliance with the submitted site plan prepared by Sawney and Associates dated 5/12/23, see Appendix A. The fireplace shall be installed with hand tools only, and if construction has not commenced within 2 years of the granting of this variance, approval shall be void.
Do I have a second? Tara seconds. We have a first and a second for approval. All those in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Congratulations, approved. Other business? No public comment, I suspect. Board comment? All right. With all that, I think, with all that, we're adjourned.
How's that feel?
Give me the gown very often, so I don't-
Oh, I didn't expect you to do that. Y'all next Thursday?
What's that?
Yeah, I think we're gonna bring.